Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 3 of the Fallout 4 Survivor series. Okay, if you guys been keeping up with the first 2 parts, in part 1 we got our water farm set up. I just wanted to go on ahead and let everybody know that our water farms finally started to pay off and we're getting 32 water from Sanctuary. Now note that I don't have any settlers here, so they're not drinking the water, and that's kind of a good thing. I'm going to put most of my settlers at Abernathy farms. It just makes more sense that way, and that way all the water goes for me. So what I want to do is I want to go on ahead and put up the water and then go ahead and grab myself out about 15-20. The reason you take the water out of your workbench is because it won't replenish. So let's say I didn't take that 30 water out, I would never get any more water until I had no water inside of the workbench. Okay, and after part 2, we went on ahead and established an alliance with Abernathy Farms by suiciding Satellite Station Olivia. It's a really hard mission at like level 2 and 3, but if you work on it, you use some sneak and some careful planning, you can get through it pretty easily. Okay, so now with part 3, what we want to do is we want to go on ahead and get an adhesive farm set up at either Abernathy Farms or Sanctuary Hills, depending on which settlement you choose. You can even do it at the Red Rocket, but I like Abernathy because, as I stated before, it came with settlers, so it's just quicker to grow, quicker to get it in. So if you didn't know, you can create vegetable starch inside of a cooking station. And it's relatively cheap. Believe it's potatoes, mud fruit, corn, and purified water. The reason we chose Abernathy Farms, number 1, is because it has a potato farm, and quite a bit of it actually, which is always good. Do beware that these plants can glitch out on you, especially these back 2 rows, so I go ahead and remove those and replace them with something else. But if you notice, we don't have any potato, or we don't have any corn or any mud fruit. We're also going to need some purified water too. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get some water pumps established here. I know I have water on me, but that's my drinking water. Okay, so I want to bring everybody's attention to this. If you come inside Abernathy Farms and you come underneath the stairs, there's some concrete here. And that's pretty much almost the only concrete available in this place. Okay, so I need to ally myself with this settlement, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the water set up, and then we're going to move out. Okay, I've got the settlement relatively established, but there we go. We still had not found anything to eat, and it's getting really detrimental. So because of this, I wanted to go ahead and show everybody the hunting grounds. Out here, normally there are tons of ragstag does and ragstags. The major problem is that they don't replenish as often as you would like. So in order to keep a stable food source, you're going to have to do something. Namely, what you're going to have to do... Come on. Good girl. Hopefully we kill it, because it is trying to get away from us. Thank you. I am so sorry. Let us praise this meat, for it will give us life-giving nourishment. And let's try to at least get us a couple more. Ragstag is really good because it gives you the carry weight bonus, which is amazing, but then it also gives you a lot of food, because if you didn't know, food comes in, I believe about 2 different types. What I've seen, food like dog meat, you can consider it a snack. You would need 2 dog meats to equal 1 ragstag. And as I've noticed, ragstag, yowguai, and deathclaw are roughly in the same category as far as nutritional value, although the game doesn't tell you any of this. So now we've gotten us some food. Let's go on ahead back, get it cooked up, and get something in our bellies. Okay. I just wanted to show everybody, you saw how I had to eat 2 mole rat chunks to get filled. Well, it would only have taken me 1 grilled ragstag. So it's important like that. But then at the same time, I find myself eating more dog meat and mole rat chunks when I'm hungry and saving my ragstags for the actual mission, because the additional carry weight in survival mode is perfect. Okay, so now that we've gone ahead and got everything and we got a little bit of food on us, we need to get our adhesive farm set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to be heading roughly south in this area. We're going to be looking for the settlement of Greygarden. The bad part, in survival mode, it's hard to see the markers, but most people playing survival mode has already at least played the game once. If you haven't at least played the game once, I suggest you play the regular game for a while just to get yourself used to the systems and the combat. And make sure you're picking up your hub flowers, because that's what you use to make Psycho. I would get him, but I don't want to waste that. What's more important is that we make our way south to go on ahead and get a special magazine that will give us double kills. Okay, so I'm going to highlight safe zones along the way just to help everybody out. We've barely walked anywhere, but we're at Gorski's cabin right now. And what over here is, you can find a bed. Also, if you go inside of this root cellar, you can fight Wayne Gorski, but he can kill you. He will one-shot you if you're not careful. But there's a book in there that tells you exactly where Diamond City is. Okay, so now we're just going to continue south. Okay, we're at our second safe point along the route. We are at Jailbert Brothers Disposal, and as you can see, we've made some distance from Gorski's cabin, and we're almost to our destination. So there's a bed in here, but if you don't stand in the right place, you'll be getting irradiated and they won't let you sleep. Okay guys, and we've made it to Greygarden. So if you follow my tips, man, you will get out here pretty quickly. We went from Abernathy Farms to Gorski's cabin, and then we spearheaded all the way down to Jailbert Brothers Disposal, where there was the bed, and then here at Greygarden. Now, at this point in the game, it's pretty much impossible to side yourself with Greygarden, namely because you would have to fix their water issue, and that entails fighting mylar crabs, which you're probably not strong enough to fight right now. The good thing is that they're not going to stop you from taking, but these stuff that count as stealing, don't steal them, because although they're just robots, they're a lot harder to kill in the survival mode. And these carrots, we want these carrots this time. Normally I leave the carrots, but because of the new DLC with the cages, we can use the carrots for something cool. Okay, so
Ready to hand over the...
No, I ain't giving you my mud fruit. And then there's some more out here, so I'm gonna clean up, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the course in reverse, sleeping at every point, namely because there are wandering bands of super mutants out there, and you might not have encountered them the first time, but you know, there's always a chance that they'll catch up with you, as you've probably seen in the Survival Diaries series. So anyways, I'll meet you guys back at Abernathy Farms. Okay, we made it back to Abernathy Farms, but before we go on ahead and get our farm set up, I want to stress the fact of sleeping 8 hours. We've been gone from the settlement for about a day and a half now, maybe 2 days. Because it took us a decent while to get out there, and then we've been sleeping 1 hour every now and again. If you sleep 1 hour too many times, you get infected with insomnia, and that's really bad because, you know, you can drink water to stave off thirst, you can eat food to stave off hunger, but when it's time to sleep, you're gonna have a real bed, and a real bed is a mattress and a frame. The mattress itself doesn't count. It only lets you sleep for a maximum of 5 hours, while the bed with frame will let you sleep for 8 hours. Okay, so let me go ahead and show everybody what I've done. I've gone ahead and put out all the corn that I have, and I've assigned Lucy Abernathy to work the corn. As the corn grows, I'll grab more corn and I'll plant it. I won't start making adhesive for a while until the farm gets big enough. Okay, I have me 6 mud fruits set up. That's just enough for Connie Abernathy to work. Now what I normally do is I send Blake Abernathy and I put him up on guard turrets. And if you put 3, you get a maximum of 6 defense. And I've noticed, like, because of the location of the settlement being in the green zone and how early it is in the game, it's just enough to keep the settlement going without them getting upset. Okay, so in the next episode, we're probably going to be working a little bit more on survival tactics and getting our gear set up. But anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more vids. This Man Faces signing out. Take care, everyone.